Hey, how you doing? It's Mike. Just wanted to come back to you and talk to you about a little message for today. I am sitting out here on this gorgeous day. It's bright blue skies with a big sun out. Finally, it's been like 2 weeks since we've had the sun, so I'm just trying to soak it all up today and enjoy it with my coffee this morning with my Jesus time and. Just want to say how grateful I am for everything that I have in my life. Um, Everything I have, including my wife and my kids, and just that I get to spend time with them. Got to took my son to school this morning because my wife had something she needed to do, and it's fun having time to spend with him in the car. Good half hour drive to school, and just thankful for everything that we have, and we have our cars, and my daughter's driving now, and we have our house that we live in, and we just get to enjoy. And it just got me thinking about some other people and how they're going through a tough time right now, and wondering how we can maybe help them out a little bit. And that's the people down in the Carolinas, and the people down south that went through the hurricane the past week or so ago, that are still dealing with the aftermath. And right now, it's really, crucial in terms of getting supplies and things like that down there. And it's funny because, you know, I was like yesterday, just I went to church, had a nice day at church, and they talked about one thing they said at church was, if you were to go to court and have to prove your case, would you be able to convict yourself that you actually have enough Jesus in your life? And what they were trying to say is, do you do enough stuff for Jesus to prove that you actually are one of his followers, um, and prove that you actually are, doing the right thing in Jesus' name, and doing things for God. And yesterday, one of my buddies reached out to me. This guy Mike, who actually referred a homeless lady to me, who I've done some videos about in the past, named Sherry, and he referred her to me because she was in a really bad spot. She had just lost her income again. She was living in her van. She was already homeless, and she was thinking about hurting herself and killing herself. And God presented me with that problem to try to help her out with. And I could have just referred her to a crisis number, like a non-emergency crisis number, or emergency crisis number, and told her just call those people and you know listen to them and do what they tell you to do, and just kind of brushed it off and not done anything. Or I could engage with her and try to find out a little bit about her situation and see if I could help her a little bit. So that's what I tried to do. And stayed in touch with her for a couple weeks, and things were getting better. She got another job, but she was still behind on her car payments and stuff like that. So we got her I got it signed up for a GoFundMe page, and we actually raised like $1,900 or something like that, for her to be able to have, to keep, for go towards her van payment and some other things that she needed to take care of, to get her back, back to even again, and out of the red, so to speak. So she did that, and then we were talking more, and we had coffee one day, and she was telling me how her taxes haven't been done for like 3 years. And I said, well, you probably are gonna be due a refund on your taxes, because you paid taxes when you worked. They took taxes from you, and I'm sure they're gonna be owed something. So I was able to convince my accountant to do her taxes for her, let her do them for free, and then file them. And then when she gets her refunds, they can work something out in terms of what she wants to pay him, or what he wants her to pay him, or whatever. So that was nice of him to do that and work that whole thing out there. And so we were still talking about that. So yesterday, my buddy Mike calls me. He says, how's things going with Sherry? And I said, well, I said she got fired from her other job like last week, but she got a new job where she's got to drive like to another area of town. So what she's doing is she's staying in that area of town for like Monday through Friday, and then coming back to our area of town on Saturday and Sunday to stay with her friend or whatever, or go. She still stays in her van, but she goes to her friend's house to like take a shower or whatever. So I don't think she has anybody in Columbia that she can do that with or stay with. So she's kind of winging it, I guess, during the week in her van. But she said things are going better, and she actually wound up. So after he texted me, she texted me. Sherry texted me yesterday out of nowhere, and she texted me and said, "Hey, if you're still looking for somewhere to be able to donate to help out, to help the hurricane people, my church has a drop-off location. It may be a little out of the way, but we are taking items down to the victims of the hurricane to help them out." And she listed all kinds of items on there, and like, there was stuff on there that I didn't even think about, like batteries and baby wipes. There was chainsaw, generator, um, uh, rakes, shovels, trash bags, water, all the other kind of stuff that they were looking for. And I thought, you know what? I thought we got a chainsaw in my garage, and last time I had a tree kind of partially fall down, I pulled it out and I was going to use it to try to cut it. And my wife's like, "You ain't using that thing. You're going to cut your arm off. You don't know what you're doing." So she's right. I'm not a handy guy at all, so I don't even know why I bought the damn thing, to be honest with you. But it's sitting in my garage. But I'm going to take that today. That's going to go with me. We're going to hit Home Depot today, and we're going to pick up a bunch of stuff for these people in the Carolinas, where the truck's going to be going to, and we're gonna go out of our way today, which is kind of a long way out of the way, but I don't have a very busy, hectic schedule today so far. And I feel like, based on Mike calling me and then Sherry sending me this stuff, that I've been called to do this, and God's pointing me in that direction to, use my time to go and help these people out. And yeah, it may be an inconvenience for me to go all the way around the Beltway because the bridge is gone, which was the main way to go, the Key Bridge. But they're working on doing whatever they're doing with that. The big barge hit it back in April, and it's still out. They still haven't fixed it, so we got to go all the way around the Beltway to get there. And it's in Glen Burnie, and but I think about, this is an inconvenience to me, but what a minor inconvenience it is to me compared to the inconvenience of these people down in the Carolinas who don't even know what they're going to eat for the next meal that they're going to have, or when they're going to have their next meal, or when they're going to get their water, or when they're going to get any help or trash bags or anything. And or a $750 check from the federal government. Thank you very much for a slap in the face, when we have millions, hundreds of billions of dollars going to other countries for the stupidest stuff in the world, and we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars for these illegal, undocumented immigrants, many of whom are criminals, and putting them up in hotels and giving them food and giving them cell phones. And I mean, it's ridiculous. Meanwhile, our veterans who are homeless, still sleeping on the street, they don't get put up in a hotel room. So, it's like there's so many things going on that's wrong. And it's like you wonder why. You say to yourself, like, why does something like this happen? Like, why would God, create a hurricane like this, and put these kind of people out there and put them, in a situation that where many people died already, and many people are now in just desperate situation, to get basic necessities of life with food, clothing, shelter, and have a place to sleep. They're asking for cots. That's another thing they're asking for, is cots. And just it's amazing to me that something like this would happen, and you sit there and say, why, God, why would you do this? And maybe he's doing it. Maybe he's doing it because he wants to shed light on how corrupt the federal government really is, and how they stole all this money from FEMA, from the fund, and used it on all these illegal immigrants and all this other stuff because they're trying to get votes. And it's just, maybe that's it. Maybe it's exposing the bad side of the government, and what they're really about here, because they're clearly not about the taxpayers, the citizens of this country, who are the backbone of this country, who are the ones that actually pay into the pot, so to speak. Well, now they need a little bit out of the pot. And now it's time for the government to step up and help these people out who don't have flood insurance. Insurance is not going to cover the home losses that these people have. They're just going to get foreclosed on. They still have mortgage payments that are due. These banks are still, saying your mortgage is due on the first. It's due on the first. It's late after the 15th. And these people, how are they going to pay? They can't go to work. They don't have cars. Their cars are gone too. So now they lost their houses and they lost their cars. At least my homeless lady has a van she can live in. These people can't even live in their car. So what are they supposed to do? Where are they supposed to go? What are they supposed to, I mean, it's like, what? And where's the federal government? Nowhere. Nowhere to be found. So it just makes you think, it's just stuff like this makes you really wonder, like, why does stuff like this happen? And what's the bigger picture here? And I just think it's a lot of these things happen sometimes that God's trying to get people to just wake up and just see what's really going on in this world, and what's really, how much corruption and how much evil there really is out there, and just deception, and just lies, and I mean it's and corruption, and just that's just what it is. That's what's going on. That's why help is not coming to these people. And but people just need to wake up, and they need to realize that you know God is the answer. Love is the answer. um I saw on a post the other day, there was this somebody posted this song, and I hadn't heard it in a long time. And I heard it. I clicked on it. I listened to it, and it was a video and everything. And it's from the Black Eyed Peas. It's called "Where Is the Love." Where is the love? Remember that? I mean, and it's like, that's the truth. Like, where is the love? And you're starting to see it in the Carolinas. You're starting to see these trucks now pull up and drop off, supplies, from different places and people. I saw one, was Walmart, I think, had 45 trucks, tractor trailers, drop off supplies to people down there. And these people got to be just ecstatic when this stuff happens and it comes in, because they need this stuff so bad. But but it's like, where is the love? And what are you doing today? Are you doing anything to help these people out? Are you going to drop anything off? Are you going to find a location or something that you can do to help? Or are you just going about your day and just worried about me, I, that doesn't affect me, so I'm not worried about it, kind of thing. Like most people, that's what most people do. That's how they live. But I don't know. That's not me. I feel like God was speaking to me through those two connections yesterday, and through church, that it's time for me to go out and help. So that's what I'm going to do. And I prayed about it, and I even posted on my social media, tried to share where the location is, even though I don't know a lot of people in that area. Maybe some people that I'm friends with will see it and say, this is something that's positive that I should do too, and take some time out of my day, even if it's an hour. Take your lunch break and go do it on your lunch break. Just help these people out, and it just means a lot. And I just think that, you know, in the end of the day, you just got to ask yourself, like, what does God want me to do? You know, um, and that's like a question I ask myself pretty much every day. When I come out here, I sit on my deck. I'm in my screened-in gazebo that I'm just so thankful that I have all this stuff. And he hasn't taken any of that from me yet, and he might. Who knows? Because this isn't my gazebo. This is his gazebo, and this is his house that I live in, which is awesome McMansion type house that I love. But he blessed me with that, and he blessed me with this. I worked hard. I made a lot of money. I made some good investments and good decisions with his wisdom that he gave to me, and was able to make things happen. But I'm just grateful for that, and I just think it comes down to how connected you are with God at the end of the day. And the more, when you ask him, what should I do today, that should be your question that you always ask. It should be, like I've said it before, you are the car, and you give the keys over to God, and you say, here's the keys, man. Take me anywhere you want to. Take me through the sand, take me through the mud, take me through the trees, in the woods, take me through the leaves, take me through the grass, take me on the road, take me through the stone, whatever. Like, you take me wherever you want to go, and we'll just go there together, and I'll do whatever you tell me to do. Like, that's what he wants you to do, and that's how he wants you to live your life. And just be open, like, have your schedule open. Maybe you have one or two appointments on your day in your schedule, but he doesn't want you to have 17 appointments. He doesn't want that. He wants like two or three appointments, and then he will show you what else he wants to fill your day with. You need to leave time in your appointment schedule for God, and you need to leave time for Jesus, because there's stuff that they want you to do, and sometimes it's you need to pull your car into God's body shop, and sometimes he needs to fix you up, and sometimes it hurts a little bit when he's getting the dents out and the scratches out, and putting on, taking the tires off and putting on new tires and everything. Sometimes it hurts, but with the pain, you got to focus on the end, which is the growth and the new wisdom, that you're going to have when all is done and fixed. And that's how you move up in the level. It's like a level system, and like, I heard this thing about, I got excited about this in church this week. I got my baptism coming up, which is going to be in the end part of October, and I got a whole bunch of people that are coming to that, and my wife's even coming with my kids. It'll be the first time that my wife and my daughter have been in my church. My son's been there once so far, but this will be the first time that the whole family will be there together for service. And since I've been going to this church, so I'm excited about that, because I go every Sunday. I go by myself, but I'm really hoping, and I'm praying that God makes this a real special day, and everybody feels the energy and feels the specialness that's there that day, on that baptism day, and I just get so much more connected with the Spirit and with Jesus and with God, more than I already am, which I don't even know if that's possible because every day it just seems like I'm just so much more connected than I've ever wanted to be. And I just live my life for them. I'll give my life for them. And the connection I have with them is just it's amazing. Um, and it's hard to explain. But in church this weekend, um, they discussed um, what a mystic, Christian mystic is, and I had no idea what this was. And I had to Google it to kind of look into it and find out what a Christian mystic is. But it basically is somebody who is so connected with God and Jesus and the Spirit, um, that it's almost like they meditate together, pray together, and do everything together. Um, there's more that goes into it. You can Google it if you want, but I really feel like that's where I'm getting to if I'm not there already in my belief, in my level, and in my spirit, and in my spiritual connectivity to God and Jesus. It's literally amazing, um, what happens, because the life that you get to live is just a peaceful, stress-free, carefree life. Um, I'm not saying carefree because you care about others. You care free about yourself. It's carefree in terms of worry and anxiety and stress and any type of negative emotion, depression, bad negative self talk in your head. Like all that stuff is gone. Like it doesn't exist. None of it exists. Financial stress doesn't exist. And and I tell people that, and they probably look at me like I'm crazy because I do have some very expensive bills that go out of this house every month, and but some way it all just works itself out, and some way, shape, or form, God makes it happen. I'll get a deal. It'll come in. I'll get paid on it. I'll get another. Then I'll be waiting like a week or two, and it'll be just long enough where he's testing me to see if I'm gonna freak out or not, to see if I'm gonna panic, or if I'm gonna get stressed out about not having the right finances. And when I don't, after like 2 weeks, and here comes another deal. It comes right on in, and it's right on schedule. Just perfect, and it's the perfect schedule because it's not my schedule. My schedule would be I want 5 closings a month, or I want 10 closings a month. I want to make $50,000, $75,000 a month. That's what I want. But God's saying you don't need to do that. I need you to do other stuff for me. I have other things that I need you to do for the kingdom, and I have other things that I, that I need you to uh, do to help me and help us out. So he's like, you don't have to work so hard like you used to work. When you were working, 100 hours a week. Doing real estate 7 days a week, and you never got to see your family or your kids or anything. He's saying, don't worry. What I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna provide for you, and I'm gonna give you enough that it gives you enough free time too, so that you can still have time to worship me, to go to your men's group Bible studies, that you go to multiple ones, to go to your Celebrate Recovery groups, to have time with your family and your wife and your kids, and to be able to go to their sports games, to have time to watch the Ravens football on Sundays, and So I will provide. And I was laughing then because as soon as I said that, the sun came out like extra, extra bright. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like extra bright when I said that he doesn't want me to worry about working so hard. He wants me to worry about him and the kingdom and just helping him out and his needs and his worries. And that's what people don't understand. Like, that's what life is about. Life is about working for God and working for Jesus and helping him out when he needs it. And it's putting your stuff aside. Like, it's not important to go sell another house today. That's not what's important. God's telling me what's important is for me to go to the store, to take my money that I, don't have a lot of, and go take my money and go buy some stuff so that I can help try to contribute to these people and go take it and spend my gas and my tolls and everything and go help these people out. Because remember, it's not, I said spend my money. That's not right. It's not my money. None of this is my stuff. This is all God's stuff, right? So he wants me to spend God's money to go help these people, to spend God's gas and God's tolls and God's car. That's the way I look at it. He will provide. He will provide. Yes, I'm going to put it on. I'm physically going to put it on my credit card. It's going to be my credit card that I pay for the stuff with today. It's going to be in my name, but he's going to find a way to get that money back to me, whether it's through a real estate transaction or something else. Like it was a couple weeks ago, I was getting ready to do my taxes, and I didn't make anywhere near what I used to make last year in taxes or for income. And but however, I still made a okay amount of money. So I thought for sure that I was going to owe somewhere between $13,000 to $15,000 in taxes. I thought for sure of it. And I put off doing my taxes because I had some stuff going on. So I kind of kicked the can down the road for a couple months, and it was always in the back of my head that I'm going to have to pay another 13 to 15 grand, and I'm worried about that. And so what happens? Well, I wound up getting my taxes done, and this was like literally like 2.5 weeks ago. And I picked them up from my accountant, who charged me a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie about that. He did charge me a lot of money, but um, picked them up from him, and instead of owing 13 to 15 grand, now I didn't even pay any last year because I had all these other expenses and write-offs with my mortgage and all kinds of other stuff, and I wound up getting back $7,000 in taxes because of what my accountant did. And I was just like, that was God right there giving me money. He was giving me money back. And it turned out to, so that turned out to be from 13 to 15 of owing, turned out to be zero. So that's 13 to 15 plus 7 was 20 to 23 or 20 to $22,000 is what that really was to me. And that was to me right from God, 20 to $22,000 because I didn't have to put money out and I got money in, and it was tax free money too, so I don't have to pay taxes on that. So that's how he works. And that 7 that came in, we were able to do some things around the house. We were able to get some stuff painted that we need to have painted that we haven't done for a couple of years. Stuff needed to be done with the cracks and drywall that was missing in places and holes cut out in the laundry room and for tub leak and everything else. So we got everything fixed. And now the house is looking nicer, and we were able to pay some hospital bills that we had, and just get squared up on everything else. So we're good. We're good, and it's because he always provides a way. So that's why I'm not worried that I'm not selling a house today and I need to make money today. No, I don't. God will help me make money when I need to make money. But today, I need to go help people from the hurricane, and that's what I'm going to do. because that's what God's asking me to do, and that's what God's instructing me to do, and that's what God's telling me to do through other people, through their direction, and through a bigger purpose here, which I'm trying to explain. That's how He works. He works through other people, but you have to be open to this. You have to open your eyes. You have to see that He's out there and realize His greatness and realize that he's there for you every day, and He's working for you every day, and he's with you every day, out in the world. It's but most people, they don't pay attention. They don't pay attention, and that's why they'll never live in the world that I get to live in, of this total peace and harmony and calmness and just paradise, man. Just absolute paradise and bliss and joy and freedom, and I mean, you name it, that's what it is. And it's all the negative stuff is not here. It's all just, it just goes away. He takes everything. So that's it. So anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and give me some shares on it. If you can relate to this message or want to share this message with anybody else, and leave some comments. I love seeing comments too about everything. So thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you. Take care of yourselves, and God bless everyone out there. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.